welcome here. I am about to explore the world now. I'm actually going to show you the first ever sketchbook that I've ever completed, and it's a shock to myself and a surprise. It's going to be a surprise to you guys because the drawing inside of this book, sketchbook, is absolutely shockingly bad, and you're gonna be blown away. So stick around till the end of this video because I've got a lot of stuff to show you because it's the starting point of my journey, of my art journey, and it's such a pleasing thing to look back on. Like, you just compare yourself to that point that you were at and you feel like how much progress you can make like 5 years from now, right? So let's begin the exploration of the world. So why is it like this sketchbook is so like run of the mill and it has Angry Birds on it? It's like a very kiddish sketchbook. I know. I was just like, I found some sketchbook in my house and I was like, yeah, let's improve our art because I've been really not improving my art. Up until that point, I was always just focusing on bigger sketching, like big drawings and big paintings, and I spent like almost a decade on making the perfect drawing, not like by just like erasing it. My sketches would not feel professional because I wasn't really good at sketching. I was like very good at finessing the whole drawing itself. So that is because I was actually trying to come up with the big, beautiful drawings and paintings because I've spent so many hours on it. Like, I would spend like a week on one drawing and it would be so beautiful. It would be comparable to my drawing right now, but one thing that was actually off is the amount of time that I would spend on one drawing. So I try to make myself quicker by sketching more and completing the sketchbook that I'm about to show you. And it's the first sketchbook. And after this, I did a lot of sketches. Like I did fill up a lot of sketchbooks. And so, this was the starting point of my journey to become a quicker artist. I don't know, a fast drawer. It feels, no, it doesn't feel right. All right. So I did say explore the world because I was so into like drawing everything because of course I would draw everything because I wanted to enhance my drawing skill, and I wasn't about to like niche down or have a style in my drawing. I just wanted to be basically just drawing. So from the beginning of this sketchbook, we have a lot of practices in hands. And you know why I did this? Because I was really bad at it. I don't know if there's anyone out there, any artist that is so good at drawing but also can draw hands without practicing to draw hands. It's so hard, to be honest with you. So yes, that's why I started drawing a lot of hands, and it's just a portion of it. Basically, I started drawing hands on, on separate sheets so that I am not filling this whole sketchbook with hands completely. So yeah, drawing hands and also drawing my lines, right? I started to draw lines for no specific reason, just to get my lines professional. I just wanted to make a professional line because I was so bad at it. I was actually just using my wrist like this, all right? But not using my elbow and my shoulder to have a bigger movement and a professional line. So that's what I did here, right here. I had a lot of practices. And it's like, I would practice like this on a separate sheet as well. I was like so keen on getting my lines in the most perfect way. So here we have body drawing because I was actually bad at anatomy as well. I was so bad at everything. To be honest, I was just like spending a lot of time on just one drawing, and I would come up with a very beautiful drawing, but if someone asks me like on spot to just draw something, I would like be I would feel like the imposter syndrome, because I wouldn't really be able to draw anything on the spot. I would just like, I don't know, I would just dodge it. Yeah, that's the only thing that I can actually think of as a strategy to use when you actually feel like you're not good at drawing, but you draw such a beautiful drawing. You know what I mean? I don't know if any of you guys had any experience like this, like you would be very good at drawing bigger portion drawing, like very, time consuming drawing, but you're not good at any other drawing. I started drawing anatomy and trying to get the face proportion right. I was so bad at it. Look, I can't even fathom that I was the person actually drawing this. What is this? This is just a blob. Look, another facial drawing, if you cannot see it. I don't know why I drew it like this. What was I thinking? Okay, so here I try to look A, B, C, because I wanted to actually get the portion of the nose and the forehead and the lips, because that's important. And I was at the time reading a lot of books on art and on how to draw the face, and like to get the analytic of it, to get the actual mechanical strategies, if I will, to understand how the proportion of the face works. So yeah, I also did more drawings of the torso and the whole body and the whole anatomy thing, and it was like taking notes and all that. So yeah, here I wanted to focus on the torso. My drawings are so random, like all over the place. I would jump from the anatomy to face drawing. What was the strategy here? Okay, so another face drawing practice, because you can't get enough of that. The more you practice, the better you get, and it's such an ugly one. Look at this. I wanted to actually get the shading right as well, because like when you're drawing a nose, you have to get the shading right, otherwise you're not drawing a nose, you're just drawing one 2D circle, So another drawing, again drawing the head, and trying to get the nose and the eyes right. A lot of head drawings, and I wanted to get the impression right, and I wanted to I explored a little bit of a cartoonish impression as well, but I can't say that it was like a good drawing. Like it's not, it wasn't really a good one. So here, wow, I was so bad at it. Look, so bad. Look, I can't even fathom that it's my drawing. Okay, so here I focused on the ears, as you can see, and I did a lot of analytical studies on the parts of the ear, that like the medical terms of it. I don't know why. What was I thinking? Art is not about those. Like, you have to be observing it, not naming it, right? I was just like naming it. This is this, this is this. And I was like so getting into the nitty gritty of it. So here is the perspective drawing. I wanted to study the perspectives, how many perspectives do we have, and all of the razzmatazz. I don't know. It just like, who cares about perspectives when you're good at drawings? You have to practice drawing. You don't have to take a lot of notes on what the perspective is. You're not an engineer. You're not a scientist. You're not trying to get the details, right? You just want to get the observant sort of look of it. And here is a lot of landscape drawing, which is absolutely related to perspective, because I wanted to get the perspective right, so that my landscape drawings and my house drawing and all of the road drawings to be in the best portion, sort of in the best perspective. And another landscape because I wanted to actually get the perspective right. And so like I really jumped from face drawing to torso to anatomy drawing and landscape drawing. I was trying to get everything right. Here is a lot of head. Here is a muscle head. I was trying to also identify each and every muscle that exists in our face, and that ain't gonna be such a useful studying because like you're not about to draw muscles. It's good to have the perception of the muscle beneath the surface of the skin, but it also isn't necessary because as you practice daily, it's going to just like seep itself into, it's going to creep into your perception, and you don't have to be so intentional about like understanding all of it. Look here, I wanted to also get the proportion of the torso, of the legs, everything. I was so bad at anatomy. Not that I'm good right now because like I've stopped studying anatomy because like I don't really like drawing human beings. I don't like drawing human body. Like I don't think it's such a good thing to draw. I can draw animals, I can draw shapes, I can draw fruits, food, I can draw everything, right? But human body is like, why would you draw a human body? It's like, it's not necessary, man. You don't have to show all the like all the muscle and everything beneath the clothes. You can just draw the clothes. So here we have another drawings of body, and I wanted to like draw it basic, get the basic shape of the body right. I wanted to see it in basic shapes, not in the overall sort of like observing of the body, because when you see the body you feel confused. But if you break it down into pieces and you kind of like analyze each and every piece and how it's moving, then it becomes such a simple thing for you to draw. Here I just took some notes, and it was like more than just a sketchbook. I started drawing from reference, and I wanted to draw those beautiful pictures in Pinterest, and I started drawing those. Another drawing that is coming from the Pinterest homepage, and another torso drawing, another head drawing. So I wanted to practice nose as well, because like I would draw nose and I would like it would look so terrible. Look at it, how terrible it is. It looks like pigs. It looks like the nostril is looking at you. What? Like that's just so annoying. So I started drawing a lot of things, like drawing shapes. So I was starting to actually just like research about how to draw and how I could be drawing better and better. And so I watched a lot of YouTube videos, and those videos would suggest that you need to draw basic things, basic shapes and cubes and like the perspectives, the 3D shapes and all that. So I started doing that as well because I thought that it would help me. And I can't really see the effect of that, but it actually is so subtle. The effect of you drawing and practicing actually and seeing the result. It's like such a long-term process that you're not going to be seeing it so vividly. So again, I drew a lot of shapes, and I wanted to work on compositions and also the shading, which I tried to get the shadow of the sphere and the cubes and all that. So here another perspective drawing, and I try to work on perspective more. So I studied a lot more about perspective and how we can study the subject according to the perspective. Here I drew a room, basically. It's so rough that you can't really see that it's a room. So here, I was like so proud of these head drawings. I don't know why. I look at it and I see no knowledge of face drawing. I see no knowledge. But I was so proud of it because, like if you, to be honest, it's so much better than the previous drawings that I just showed you. So, like I wasn't really wrong. Here, another random drawings, more practices. So you see that I started to draw a lot of random objects to get the shading right, because I wasn't really knowledgeable about anything in drawing. So here we have a lot of shading. We drew some cups, some coffee cups, and it's good. It's good to draw different things and different objects to get the whole shading and the composition right. Here is another practice that helped me also get into shading. And look, here is a good practice. Like, it's actually going to help you. If you do this, your lines are going to get better, your perception of the objects are going to get better. And when you look at objects, you're not gonna see the object, you're just gonna see the geometrical shape of it. Right here, I try to make a geometrical shape and then draw the cup, because that way you understand what the cup is actually about, like what the whole space is looking like. The space that it occupies is the shape of a cube. So much random practicing, drawing heads. Look, I try to draw random stuff around the house. This is our house, and I try to draw random stuff that I had. Draw headphones, notebooks, mouse, and the jar, random things. I try to draw so many things around the house because I had been advised to do this. I've been advised to draw random things around the house. Every object that you see, you're gonna draw. It was like a very good challenge for me because I never thought I would be able to I wouldn't be able to draw those, but like they were actually as simple as they were, as simple of an object as they were. It was absolutely difficult for me to get the shape of it on the paper. Okay, so I drew some bottles because, I've been trying to get into food drawing because I'm really passionate about food. I'm a foodie. I don't like eating food per se, but what I like about food is actually cooking and baking. So you get the point. Random hand drawing again. I wanted to try hand drawing because, I wasn't really good at drawing hands. So here was a perspective drawing, actually. I wanted to practice perspective and put it into work. Bus drawings and car drawings. Look, lighthouse. Whoa, that hand doesn't look good. It does look like a witch hand, which, Oh, I tried to draw motorcycles. Wow, random practices. I practiced a lot now that I look back, actually. So drawing random things. These drawings wouldn't really get me take me so much time because it was just a rough sketching and it wouldn't let me finish the sketch. So like if I drew this, I wouldn't pick up the eraser and try to correct my mistakes and all that. I would just like leave the mistakes as it is and just, move on. So much drawings. And look at this. This one, I wanted to really perfect this drawing, but the eyes were just so difficult for me. So I just I left it with no eyes. Oh my God, this has no eyes. This person has no eyes, not even the eye socket. That's brutal. Look, a lot of practices again. these are hand drawings that are actually good. You know, like they're not bad. Look, I was getting better at perspective. I was like trying to incorporate perspective and human drawings together, and I wanted to draw hands as well. So like all of them are combined in this page. You know, I wanted to be cool. Okay, another random practicing. Random practices. Random practices. Wow, I wanted to get into the, you know, like into the anatomy of the neck and the whole face and the skull. It just, I was really into drawing. I am still into drawing, but like not into the details of drawing. Look, I was like really taking notes on, I was at the time reading a book on drawing the face. And it would give me a lot of notes on how to draw the proportion of the face. And, you know, I took all the notes and I wanted to incorporate that in my own drawings. So a lot of practices on head drawings. Eyes. So here I started drawing eyes, but I also wanted to study the eyes. So I picked up a book that said the eye is actually just a sphere. And so you get the sphere right, and the eyes are going to be so easy for you. So you draw one circle and then, you know, like draw a line on that circle for the eyelid, and the whole eyes thing is, the whole eye is just so easy if you take all of those notes and put it into practice. Eye drawing, oh my god, that is a proud eye there, right there. That is such a proud eye. So much practices. Honestly, I am tired of talking about my practices. These are practices of torso, and just like, look, I wasn't lying to you guys. In one of my videos, I told you that you need to draw a lot of lines and draw a lot of circles. And I did myself, I did draw a lot of lines and circles. Other than this page that you can see here, I did a lot of practices on other separate sheets just to get the lines in the most professional ways. And a lot of practice, random practice. So drawing eyes and drawing heads and lips. So profile view was hard for me. Profile view was even harder than the, you know, the straight up face. Random practices, random practices. Look, drawing this for my nephew, because at the time my nephew was at home, and I can vividly remember that my nephew wanted me to draw a lot of cars and a lot of motorcycles, because he is absolutely into car, and he watches a lot of cartoons about car. And that car cartoon, what was its name? McQueen, or I don't know. McQueen? I have no idea what it was. So, practices, random practices. Look, it's not bad. It's not that bad. What is this? I mean, it's so different from other sketches that I did. Well, of course, it isn't from that time. This is from the future. This was from the past. So this sketchbook was actually from way back. The period of time that I just mentioned at the beginning of the video, that I did not pick up a sketchbook and I would just draw a lot of beautiful drawings, but it would take me a long time. Like it would be taking weeks to draw. So this is one of those, and it's like the least of those. Those are just like, those are the drawings that are so beautiful, more beautiful than this, and I've never shown it to anyone. And there's a secret for it. And so, you know, like this is one of those paintings that I would take a long time to draw. Just random sketching, random sketching, random sketching, random sketching, random sketching. And I did do calligraphy as well, and I'm so proud of it. Like, I was just so much better at calligraphy back then. Now I am so far away from calligraphy because I've not been doing it so much. And I'm hoping that I'm gonna get back to it maybe in the future, hopefully. So here is a drawing of a skull. I want it to be super perfect. It was from the period of time that I would take a long time to draw, remember? So, you know, this is actually done by color pencil, and yeah, that's it. This was my signature at the time. Not bad. So yeah, that was it. It's done, and I hope that you have a great day, and maybe subscribe for future videos. I might be surprising you guys with much more progress in my video making. And so yeah, thank you for watching. I am so thankful that you watched this video till the end. If you did, or if you skipped it and you're watching the end, that's also okay, and I'm thankful for that as well. So thank you, and have a good day.